Well, first tonight, Grand Rapids City leaders and Police Chief Eric Payne making a call to end the violence after a few shootings in the city this week.
Our Michael Martin was at that meeting. He's live in the newsroom tonight to explain how community groups are working with police. Michael.
Yeah, Ryan, Doug, good evening. It's a worrying statistic we're wrapping our heads around today with the 23-year-old killed Wednesday near the Wealthy Street Market. There has now been a total of 19 murders in Grand Rapids just in 2020. Now that's compared to a total of 18 people killed in the entirety of 2019. Today, leaders from groups throughout the city coming together to ask their neighborhoods to do their part in ending this level of violence.
It's frustrating. It should be frustrating to everyone.
Grand Rapids Police Chief Eric Payne addressing media Friday morning after a week that saw one man killed outside the Wealthy Street Market and several others injured by gun violence.
We're seeing this violence throughout the city, and it's impacting everyone, every community member that's out there.
There have now been 19 people killed so far in 2020. That's up from 18 people being killed in all of 2019.
There's 19 lives right now in the city of Grand Rapids that have been ended, but then if we hold these people accountable, there's probably 19 people who are going to go to prison for maybe the rest of their life.
But the killing outside Wealthy Street Market, not the only instance of violence in the city recently. A 2-year-old was injured the very next day when a bullet struck her in the arm near Burton and Union.
I don't think people realize the amount of resources that go into any sort of investigation like that, be it a shooting or a homicide.
Thursday saw 2 others injured, a victim grazed on Lane Avenue, and then a woman hurt by shattering glass near Quarry and 11th.
Of course, we have the community unrest going on between law enforcement and community, but when somebody has lost a life or a child has been endangered, I think we just need to find a space to actually meet and actually come together for the sake of what we are having to work through.
In addition to Magdalena Rivera, Executive Director of the East Hills Council of Neighbors, members of Chief Payne's recently formed Community Police Advisory Board were in attendance to offer their insight towards a solution.
This violence, it reaches all of us. A bullet doesn't discriminate, and words don't either. And so we have to learn how to bridge the gap when it comes to pulling down some of the walls that are there.
Everyone in attendance eager to engage members of the public in efforts that will curb the concerning spike of gun violence.
Just arresting people will not get us out of this problem. We have to look at other solutions that will redirect people to not commit this type of violence.
Now, if you have any information about any of the recent incidents, you are, of course, asked to contact the Grand Rapids Police Department. For more information about what the department is doing going forward, you can check out our web article at fox17online.com. For now, live in the newsroom, Michael Martin, Fox 17 News.